Hello. I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about unraveling a Common Core standard. I'm going to use my iPad and go through and show you a simple way to unravel a Common Core standard. Then I want us to pick out a standard of our own before we come to our faculty meeting, unravel the standard the same way, and write a kid-friendly iCan statement that will go along with it. Now, granted, there's no one right or wrong way to do this, but I want us to have a better understanding of what the standards are asking us to make sure our kids can do. The better we understand it, the better we can make them understand it. The more they understand it, the better they'll be able to meet or exceed our expectations. The first one I put out today is talking about analyzing. Analyzing how visual and multimedia elements contribute to the meaning of a story. I want us to work on finding the important words, just like we do in a regular unravel, except we're just going to make it as brief as possible and as simple as possible. We're going to start by first looking for nouns and verbs. Go through the standard and identify any nouns or verbs that you see in the standard. I know analyze is a verb. Elements contributing to the meaning, contribute is a verb. Analyze elements and how they contribute to the meaning of a text. There it is in simple terms. Now we understand what analyzing elements contributing to the meaning of a text may mean, but our students are not going to be able to understand that as simply. So our job is to take those nouns and verbs and put it in a more kid-friendly language. Analyze in a kid-friendly way, we know, means to break it apart. Break it apart. So we have to break apart the story to see how they contribute. To contribute. Another word for contribute could be to see what they add to the story. So we break apart the story to see what these elements add to the meaning, to the tone of a text. All right. Our next step would be to think of a way that we can phrase this in a learning target that kids might actually understand. One that I came up with would be, I can break apart story elements Maybe that'd be the first place to start, just breaking apart the story elements. What do the pictures look like? What do the annotations or captions under the tabs do for the story? What do the colors in the story? Does the cover of a book even contribute to it? If you're using things like a multimedia presentation, like a PowerPoint slide, do too many graphics or too many animations change what you feel about it? If it's a poem, is it written into a certain picture? Maybe that'd be a good way to start. Make this two different I can statements. I can break apart story elements. You could even go as far as I can discuss how the elements add to a story. The main thing I wanted to convey is that, one, there's no right or wrong way to break apart one of these standards. Well, I guess there could be some wrong ways, but there's no one way to break apart these standards. You can do it in several different ways, but our goal is to break it apart into language that our kids understand. One standard may be 2 or 3 different I can statements. Before you come to our next meeting, find one of the Common Core standards related to your subject and break it apart or unravel it the same way we did today. Look for nouns, look for verbs, and have it ready in a kid-friendly I can statement that we can discuss the next time we meet. Thank you for your time, thank you for your patience, and as always, may the force be with you. Buh.